Alright, I got an interesting video for this week. It's kind of funny. But what can you find at a KOA? Someone was writing to me one time and telling me that you know, they don't find very much when they go to campgrounds and whatnot. I never do either. You know, you're just going to find clad, usually jewelry, something like that. But we'll see. See what we can find today. Also, I'm going to mix it up with a little bit of there's a park down the street. I seen a map from the mid 1950s. It used to be 2 diamonds on the field. The diamonds were covered up by, I don't know, pavilions. It's hard to tell on modern day maps, but I think it's 2 pavilions. So I'm going to see what was left behind in the 1950s. I'm in a town that is not very popular. I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so I might have a chance to find some stuff that has never been taken out of the ground. We'll see. Let me start with this place. I don't have very much green. Let's see how many quarters I can suck up. I've got a signal here that's 3 bars down on the Equinox. It's like running up in the 20s, but it's not steady, so I'm kind of thinking bottle cap. It's a little bit deeper. Should be right there. There we go. A penny. That sounds about right. This one here is coming up kind of like 25, 27, 28. Sounds real nice. It's probably another penny. And there it is. Another penny. Huh, that one's actually got some green on it, but it's not a weedy. It's like drying up like a real old coin. This is coming up a nice 20, 21. Not very deep. I think it's a penny. Yep. Definitely after 82. You can tell it's zinc. This one's coming up at 24, not that deep. Another penny. It's before, it's 82 or before. This one's kind of coming up like a penny too. Pennies sound real nice, and they're not consistent like you would normally see. This. Oh wait, that one's not a penny, it's an actual dime. It's not old, not silver. This one's coming up 2021, so I'm thinking zinc penny. I must have to go backwards. Oh, it's right there on the side. It looks recently dropped. Hasn't fully tarnished. It's a shield penny. This one here is coming up just like the shield penny, 2021. Did kind of register it was larger, but for some reason it keeps getting off. Oh, there it is. Yep. This was probably dropped by the same person. I really nicked it. But so far, just pennies. This one's coming up 25, 26. Sounds kind of like a dime. Older penny. Just a little deeper. And there it is, I see it. There's a dime. This one's coming up an 18, but then flashes to a 20. Kind of like goes up real quick every once in a while. So I'm thinking old, or I mean a zinc penny that's pretty messed up, turning old and falling apart, or bottle cap. I don't know. Right there. Old penny falling apart like an aspirin. The zinc deteriorating. Now this seems like an interesting target. I moved to the back. Back is probably not used a lot, but I could see little private parties back here, if you know what I mean. This one's coming up like almost up in the 30s. It looks like it's a coin. I can see the impression right here. Oh, there's a coin there. Oh, I had my thing off, that's why. See if there's any more. It's weird, it came up a 30. It's a 1976. It's older. Let me go back over this. Must be the soil. This one's coming up 12, 13. Sounds like nickel. And it's 3 bars down, which is a little deeper than normal. There you go. Old nickel. See what the year is on this. 1991. First 2930. Says it's not too deep. I'm suspecting quarter. So anyhow, this is the next day. If you haven't noticed, I ended up getting some henna work. Wife did this, daughter did that. Wife ended up doing the my leg too. Quarter. This one's coming up a 17. Semi-deep.
Here we go. It's just bling. I'm thinking. Looks like steel. Let me go back over it. Solid 16. I don't know, could be aluminum. It's got some weight to it. On the next hole. This is a solid 18. I'm next to the fence. Grass is real dry over here. Modern day penny. This one's coming up kind of strange. It's like a 25, but then it backs down a little bit. Penny. Last target I didn't do live. It was a 67 quarter. Had me fooled. It kind of looked like silver. I'm using the 6-inch because this place isn't really trashy, but it's not all that big. So if I use the 6, I can get right up next to this fence, and that's where I found my last quarter. I'm sure this place has been metal detected. You can see there's a big crack right here. They're everywhere in the grass. It's so dry here that actually, not sure if you can actually see it. If you see here, it's so dry, the grass, that there's cracks everywhere. Let me keep going, and then I'll end up going to a park that's down the street. That's an early one. It used to be an old baseball field in the early 40s and 50s. Parts of it was reclaimed with buildings, and in the back is kind of like a park or something. So I'm going to go ease on over there in a little bit and figure out what that's all about. Maybe there's some stuff there too. Let me keep hunting here and see what else I can get. This is a kind of like a 23, 24 sound. It's definitely different. I'm thinking bottle cap, but I don't know. Could be just a penny. Looks like I'm digging backwards. Yep, I dug backwards. Oh, Canadian. 1975. Cleaned up kind of nice. That's why it didn't ring up nicely. But it's Myers Beach, South Carolina. So it's probably someone that came here from South Carolina and lost their keychain thing. I did pull a penny up out of the hole too. That's what was making it sound so weird. But on to the next. Alright, this is the spot I found on the map. I didn't do Google Earth
I just did a map that I've seen in old pictures, and this is the result of where the two diamonds were. The first diamond was here in front of the tot lot, and the second diamond right around where this pavilion is, and then the outfield went straight out back. I only have 1 hour to play, so live digs is not going to happen. I am going to haul my butt off trying to find anything that's left in the ground from the early 50s. I can tell that this place has been bulldozed and probably re-landscaped and fill and all that, but let's see if there's anything left. What I might do is try the tot lot. I might go in the tot lot real quick and see if I find anything. If I find anything, it tells me that people don't really metal detect in this area well, or that often. So let me go in here real quick, and it'll give me kind of an idea of what's going on. If you can tell, this is an old school. Not old, but you know, school in the middle of nowhere. I'm pretty far from the school. This place hasn't really been yielding much but pennies, a few dimes. Found 3/4 in one hole, kind of like in this section over here somewhere. I don't know how you can tell on the camera, but up in this area here is real high. And if the first diamond was at that pavilion and the second one over there by the playground, this is up much higher. So they added a lot of fill over the years, or here they took a lot of fill out. I'm thinking they added fill. So I'm in the lower area. I'm picking up a lot of coins from the 70s, 80s, even tipping in the 60s. My next relic that I found is a combination master lock, just a nozzle to it. So I'm not sure if that's a high school or a grammar school or an all-in-one. I'm in the Buffalo area. I'm not actually in Buffalo, so I'm like in the burbs or something like that, I guess. I was figuring that there would still be some remnants here, since it's kind of like a hick school, but they've done a lot of maintenance here. I'm going to do a few more passes. I only got a little bit more time left, and that'll be it. So hopefully I can find something decent. I've given up on the pennies. I'm not digging them no more. This is not my area. I'll let someone else dig them things up. I'm only going for quarters and unusual high tones, not the typical quarters and dimes and stuff like that. I could be missing some silver, but I don't really care about that. Let's see if I can find some jewelry. That's what I'm looking for. I ended up digging this thing up. I don't know how old it is. There's some yellow paint on there, but it could be staining from anything. I don't know. It's kind of neat. Might be a little bit of writing on the back of that clasp. I may get something off of it later. Kind of like the way it looks. Figure it out later. I ended up picking up a brand new bungee cord. That was in the middle of the field. Always use those. So I'll keep working. I got a little bit of time left. Let me tell you, it's a hot one. I did a little bit of gridding. I didn't do anything real tight, but I was going back and forth looking for stuff, and it seemed further I got away from the school, the newer the coins got. They started being early 2000s, you know, 2010s, that type of thing. I really didn't get anything but a bunch of quarters and clad and stuff like that. So yeah, the only thing I walked away with that I'm happy with is the bungee cord. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Well, I might do a little bit more searching at the KOA. That's about it, but I what we got over here? Let's see if maybe the church has anything, but I don't have any time for this. I gotta get back and I do a little bit of swimming. But it was interesting.
I haven't done a school in a long time. This school, I believe, definitely has been slightly searched. I did the tot lot, and I did a good wide pass, and I could not find nothing in the tot lot. So that tells you a lot right there. I should have looked at the school when it was built. I don't know when. I don't even know what school it is. I'm not sure if I got it on film or not, but I'll probably look later. Let me do a little cut through here. And now the KOA is this way. Got a nice little water park there. Giving you guys clues for the Buffalo guys that watch. Maybe you'll come this way. Now that school still has a lot of clad in it, and I'm sure if I grit it really tight, I'd pull a ring or two probably out of it. Even thought it was searched. I found a lot of coins and the quarters and the dimes, you know, that would ring up, silver rings or whatever. They ring up in that area. 26s, 29. Sometimes I've even had silver like 20, 21. And there's a lot of those targets there. And if I dug up every single one of them that I went over, I could probably got something, but I didn't have that precious time. Maybe next year. Anyhow, if I find anything else, I'll put it on the camera here, and if not, I'll be back with the wrap-up. Well, this is a wrap-up to the video. I didn't expect to get much. It was a KOA. I never find a lot at camping sites and stuff like that. I did try to go to that one spot where the old school was, where I had a couple old baseball diamonds, seeing if there was anything left behind, but between the landscaping and everything like that, I think it pretty much wiped out anything that was really old there. I didn't even find a wheat penny. I did find a Canadian. That's kind of close to Canada. It's a 75, nothing special. This was at the KOA. It's not gold. I think it's made out of steel. But it's got Jesus, Mary, and Joseph on there. Would be a Catholic pendant. This buckle here, I believe it has some age to it. It's probably early 1900s. That's kind of a surprise there. This is probably someone lost their keys from South Carolina. This I didn't find in the ground. This I found in the swimming pool. But as pretty as it looks and as large as it is, I would like to say it would be real, but it's not. It only goes up 1 bar on the diamond tester. If it was real, it would max all the way out. There's a video on this if anyone's ever interested in buying one of these. These are great to have. If you find rings, this will tell you if the diamonds are real or not. So that's pretty much it. It was $3.91 in coins. I probably could have picked up more pennies, especially at the school. The school had a lot more coins in the ground, but I wasn't interested in the coins. I was looking for other things. So, but like I said, a lot of landscaping done there. Could have been other hunters. If they were, they weren't really all that serious because there's way more quarters in the ground and stuff like that. This one here fooled me. I thought that was going to be a silver quarter. It was pretty close. It was from 1967. It's a little 2-hour hunt at a KOA and run down the street at a primary school. If you like this hunt, give me a thumbs up. For you non-subscribers, please subscribe. Remember to keep it low and slow, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.